With Microsoft 365, there are now 3 storage options available to you. Wondering which one to use when? OneDrive, SharePoint, or Teams? All of these cloud-enabled biolocations are great for specific project purposes. This video explores those options and helps you determine the best place to store, edit, and share your files with others.
Each of the 3 storage options has different use cases. Use OneDrive for individual cloud storage. Think of OneDrive as your filing cabinet. This is where the files you control and can share with those you choose are located, like working drafts, notes, folders, and files that you'd like to be visible to only you or share with a few ad hoc collaborators, both internal and external. SharePoint is for departmental storage. This is a great place for finished documents that contribute to departmental operations, business continuity, succession, and policy and organizational documents. Depending on the sensitivity level of the file and the folder it's stored in, you can add external collaborators to documents in your departmental SharePoint library. Teams are intended for workgroup storage. Request a team at sixtech.uncg.edu for interdepartmental collaborations, projects, or committees. Teams are not recommended for external sharing or permanent storage. Now let's take a deeper dive to help you get to work in each of these storage locations. If you compare Google Workspace to Microsoft 365, OneDrive's purpose and functionality are most like Google's My Drive. This is an excellent place for drafts, working documents, and any other files that are just for you. But remember, if you separate from UNCG, these files are no longer accessible by others without them reaching out to Six-Tech for help. Files you create and store in OneDrive are only visible to you unless you choose to share them. OneDrive is the easiest way to share with external collaborators due to less complexity with permissions and other settings. Full-time employees get 3 terabytes of OneDrive storage space, students get 75 gigabytes, and affiliated accounts like adjunct faculty and emeritus receive 100 gigabytes. Access at m365.uncg.edu or use the Sync client for easy access in Finder or Windows Explorer and the ability to download and access offline. Use SharePoint for departmental cloud storage. Departmental document libraries are created in SharePoint automatically to reflect the organization and banner. Membership to these libraries is automated so that as employees join or leave your area, their access will reflect their status. This is a great place to store your department's ongoing operational data. If we draw a comparison to our previous storage workflow, SharePoint document libraries are used to store information which is most similar to how we used Box for departments. By default, files that you create or move to a document library will be accessible to everyone in the department unless other permissions are applied to the folder they are stored in or to the file itself. Ask yourself, will my department still need access to this data if I leave UNCG? If so, it should be stored in your department's SharePoint document library. The first time you access a SharePoint library, you must determine the URL. Step-by-step instructions to identify the URL can be found at go.uncg.edu/access SharePoint. After you access it the first time, you can more easily return to the site from the app launcher. Once on the SharePoint homepage, find your site in the Recent category and click the star to follow it and keep it pinned in the menu. Once you locate and open the folder you wish to work with, you can also opt to add a shortcut to OneDrive. This is a convenient way to access the folder from any device in the OneDrive directory listed with your other OneDrive folders. Or you can sync to the device you are on. This allows you to access in File Explorer or Finder and opt to download files for offline access. If we wanted to draw a line between Google Workspace and M365, file storage in Teams would be most like a Google shared drive, but it's definitely a whole lot more and includes collaborative features like chat and virtual meetings. Teams is a great work and meeting space for workgroups, interdepartmental efforts, and committees. In the background, Teams channels are folders in a connected SharePoint library. Documents in Teams remain after separation from UNCG, but Teams is not a permanent storage location. If Teams are not opened or used for a year, a notification is sent to the owners of the team, and if left unclaimed, the team will expire and can only be retrieved by ITS for the remainder of the retention period. Therefore, files in Teams should be moved to a more permanent location after projects conclude. Visit sixtech.uncg.edu, select Get It, then choose Create a Team to request a team for your next project. You can also search the portal for anything technology related and find loads of UNCG documentation and training resources. You won't find these articles searching Google, so it's a good idea to bookmark the portal page. Last but not least, we have collected and curated the resources we have developed at go.uncg.edu/learnm365. Thanks for your time, and please reach out to us at Sixtech with any questions that you have. We're here to help.